In this video, I'll show you how to set up the subwoofer output on your Pioneer AVH-110BT. So please note that the back of the AVH-110BT in-dash receiver has two sets of RCA outputs for operating external amplifiers. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up one of those RCA outputs to run an external subwoofer. So the RCA outputs can be set up as front and rear outputs, full range audio outputs, or they can be set up as front and subwoofer outputs. And we'll show you how to set that up as a subwoofer output. So from any source here, and I'm on the AM/FM radio source right now, I want to touch the gears. And let's go to the audio settings, which is the speaker down here. And here is our pre-out setting, and right now it's set to subwoofer. And if I touch that, I can't get to it because it's grayed out. And if I engage the parking brake, it's still grayed out. I can't get to that setting. So what's going on with that? We've got to fix it. It's really easy, but you got to turn the in-dash receiver off in order to switch this from a subwoofer output to a full range output. And so let's just hit the X here. And we'll go to the home screen, and under the home screen, switch off the source. Now let's go to the gears, and here's our audio settings. And look, pre-out is now lit up. It's set as subwoofer. I can also set it as rear, which is full range output. So with the rear setting here, the RCA outputs are full range front output and full range rear output. And what I want in this video is to set it up as a subwoofer output. So we're going to switch that to the subwoofer out on the pre-out, and we can hit the X. And let's choose a source here like radio. And now we have front RCA outputs and subwoofer output. So now let's get into the subwoofer settings. So let's touch the gears here, and we chose the speaker or the audio settings. And right now, the subwoofer is switched on. We can also switch the subwoofer output off. Now, please note, if you switch the subwoofer output off, your subwoofer settings get grayed out. You don't want that. So let's switch the subwoofer output on, and we'll go to the subwoofer settings. So here are our subwoofer settings, and really this is a low-pass filter that is switched on, and we can choose to switch the low-pass filter off. That makes it a full-range output, but we'll switch the low-pass filter on, and we can choose a crossover point for our low-pass filter. Now, a crossover point for the low-pass filter means that all of the frequencies below this number are routed out to the subwoofer and played back by the subwoofer. So right now the crossover point is 80 Hertz. We can make it 120, and we can make it 160 Hertz. For the purposes of this video, we'll make it 120 Hertz. So my low-pass filter is set to 120 Hertz here, and the phase of the subwoofer, it's in its normal phase right now. We can also switch it to its reverse phase. When you're installing a subwoofer in your system, be sure to check this phase control here, because one of these two might sound much better than the other. So for right now, I'm going to leave that in its normal phase, crossover point of 120 Hertz, and a slope of 12 decibels per octave on that crossover point. When you're done making your adjustments there, let's go back up. And the next thing that we want to look at here is the speaker level. So we're still in the audio menu, and right above the subwoofer settings is the speaker level. Let's select that. So if I want to add a little more output to my subwoofer, I can do that by touching the subwoofer output right here. That'll boost the subwoofer output, and this will roll it back a little. So for your best audio quality in your system, you want to keep this at 0 or lower, right? So this is the subwoofer boost or cut right here. For right now, I'm going to leave my subwoofer output set to 0 plus or minus 0. Now I'm going to go back up, and if I like to adjust those subwoofer settings all the time, I might get into my speaker level there and put a star there. And that means that in my favorites menu, there's speaker level, and it makes it really quick and easy to get to my subwoofer output and adjust that up or down a little. So let's go back up here, and let's go back to the audio menu, and we'll scroll down here to the bass boost setting. And we'll open the bass boost, and here you have your choice of 0 up to plus 6, and you can add a little more bottom into the system by using the bass boost setting. When you're done making your adjustments here, you can hit the X to escape.